I want to go over the muscles of the lower extremity with you. Specifically, I'm going to focus in on the muscles of the lower leg. Let's start from here. This is your tibia bone. So that would be your shin bone. That's your tibia. And we're going to start here and then go around the leg to the other side so that you can keep up and try to study these in order as you go around the leg. So if we're starting here at the tibia bone, this first one is obviously on the front. This is on the anterior side of the leg. So when you see this one will be easy. This one is called tibialis anterior. Right next to the tibia on the front, tibialis anterior. As we come around, you see this next one right next to tibialis anterior. This one goes all the way to these tendons on the anterior side, top of the foot. This one is called extensor digitorum longus. This one is extensor digitorum longus because it literally extends the toes. The next muscle coming around then, next to extensor digitorum longus, is going to be on the side with the fibula bone. You see the malleolus here of the fibula, the lateral malleolus. This muscle then is named for that bone. So this one is called fibularis. There's another name for this muscle though called peroneus. So you'll hear people will pull their peroneus muscle. The next muscle coming around here is going to be the soleus. This is soleus muscle. And then on the very posterior side of the leg, you have your calf muscle. This one is gastrocnemius. It's spelled gastrocnemius, but it's pronounced gastrocnemius. You see that it has two heads to that muscle. Now all of this here that will be connecting these muscles to the heel bone here, this is our Achilles tendon. The Achilles tendon attaches to the calcaneus bone, the heel bone. So the other name for this is the calcaneus tendon, calcaneal tendon. This is the calcaneal tendon. If we come around to this side, we see again gastrocnemius and a piece of the soleus again. This muscle here next is going to be hallucis. This one is hallucis. And then we're back to the tibia bone again on the anterior side. Here's a chance to quiz yourself. This is again the tibia, and as I go around you can name these out loud or you can take a chance to write them down. Again, here's the tibia. So name or write down the muscles as I touch them.
Hi, my name is Dee Dee, and I'm here to explain to you the leg model and then all its muscles. Let's start off by getting all the little ones in the upper thigh out of the way. So the first one right here is this belt leg structure, which is called sartorius. Next to the sartorius is a little one, or the next one off of the sartorius is right here. You just see it very, very slightly. It's your pectineus. Then the next one over from the pectineus is the abductor longus, right here. Next to the abductor longus is our gracilis, right here. Next to the gracilis is our abductor magnus. Then we turn around and here's our gluteus maximus. If we take our gluteus maximus off, we have our gluteus medius right underneath. Then let's go back up. Here we have actually two muscles sitting on top of each other. The outer one is called semitendinosus, and the one that the semitendinosus sits on, let me take this off and show it to you. The one that's right here and right here is actually an entire underneath sheet-like structure. It's called semimembranosus. Next to those is our biceps femoris. Then if we flip over, we have our tensor fasciae latae right here, which is connected all the way through the kneecap. Then next to the tensor fasciae latae, we have our vastus lateralis. A good way to remember this is you want to look at up at the toes. Wherever the pinky is, that's where your vastus lateralis is. Wherever the big toe is, that's where your vastus medialis is. And in between of those two, we have the rectus femoris on top and the vastus intermedius underneath. Go. Okay. Now that we finished up with the top part, let's start to come to the lower part of the leg. So the easiest way to start here is to look for your tibia, which is your major lower extremity bone, lower part bone. And right next to the tibia is the tibialis anterior. Next to the tibialis anterior is your extensor digitorum longus. Next to the extensor digitorum longus is your fibularis or peroneus longus up here, and underneath is the fibularis or peroneus brevis. Then if you come to the back of the leg, you see this thin like structure here. This is called the soleus. It sits all the way in the back underneath our calf muscles, and our calf muscles are our gastrocnemius. If we turn the leg around further, we here have our flexor digitorum longus in the back of the leg. And underneath the soleus, you can see it a little bit here, is our flexor hallucis longus.